This video is going to demonstrate how to produce a scatter plot in SPSS. I'm using the GSS 2006 dataset, and I'm going to demonstrate how to make a scatter plot using two variables. The first variable is education, and the second variable is the number of hours per week that an individual works at their job. So we are going to start by looking up where we have the graphs menu, and then we're going to go to legacy dialogues, and we're going to go down to the scatter dot option. And you're going to see a few different options here. We are going to do a standard simple scatter plot. Click define. And you're going to see a dialog box open up, and we want to select both of our variables for this scatter plot. We want to know if people with more education work longer hours at their job. So education is our independent variable. So we're going to put education on the x-axis, and then we're going to put hours 1 on the y-axis because hours 1 is our dependent variable. Once you have your variables in the correct spots, remember your independent variable always goes in the x-axis and your dependent variable always goes in the y-axis. Click paste to paste your syntax, and your syntax editor will pop up, and you can highlight your syntax and run it. And SPSS will produce a scatter plot in the output window. So SPSS has created the graph that we requested, and we can edit it to change its appearance by double clicking on the chart in this viewer. So if you bring your mouse over to the graph, you can see the yellow box, and if you double click, it activates it and opens up a chart editor. It might be difficult for you to tell by eyeballing the table whether or not there's a relationship between the two variables. So we can ask SPSS to place a regression line on the plot. So when you have the chart editor open, go to the Elements menu and click Fit Line at Total. And we want to make sure that linear is selected because it's a linear relationship. And you can close that extra window, and you'll see that SPSS has placed the line on the graph, and we can go ahead and close out the chart editor, and it should stay there. There we go. And it has produced our equation, our regression equation for us for these two variables. Okay, you can take a look at that line, and you can decide if you think the direction is positive, if the direction is negative, or if it's closer to horizontal. And it seems to be slightly positive based on the line that has been placed on this particular graph.